All right, Joe, there's a shortage of tradespeople in northeast Wisconsin. We found out that there are only 8 plumbing apprentices in the area, and a Door County home builder has had a job opening since June because there's just no one qualified enough to be hired. So my question is, are local schools failing our kids by funneling them towards traditional universities instead of trade or tech schools?
I think our local schools need to take a significant switch, and I can speak specifically for Sebastopol. We have had a very strong trades program for a long time. I think 10 years ago, 15 years ago, there was a strong pressure in order to get all the kids to go to a 4-year college. That's where the degrees were, that's where the higher paying jobs were. The statistics were very clear on that. Fortunately or unfortunately, we've had a dramatic switch now, I think, in the last 10 years or so, as a number of students have gone into college, sometimes struggling to find jobs, when now the reverse has occurred and the skilled trades really have the job opportunities for us. I think school districts need to retool. I think they are. They need dollars in order to retool. I want to compliment Algoma for, between a public and private partnership, they put on a huge addition, which is going to really work towards training a number of our skilled trades. They were able to obtain a lot of donations and equipment from private industry. Fantastic. That's a wonderful partnership that is established, and I think it can be a model for the other schools in the area. We have very strong manufacturing, light manufacturing, particularly down in the Sturgeon Bay area, and I think all of our school districts in the Door County area need to reach down into those industries, and vice versa. The industries need to reach into the schools to start establishing and reestablishing some of those programs in the schools.
Joel Kitchens.
Yeah, this is a very significant problem, obviously, and as the baby boomers retire and those skilled workers are not being replaced, it's something that we really need to work on. You know, Governor Walker had made the statement that Wisconsin didn't have a jobs problem, and that was sort of taken out of context, because what he meant was that we have a lot of jobs out there, but we don't have the skilled workers to fill those jobs. He has put a good bit of money into the Fast Forward program and some other programs to train people for these jobs. I can speak again for Sturgeon Bay schools that we have made a significant effort to change the way of thinking, to get people to look at these jobs. There are some tremendous opportunities out there for these kids. They can make a lot of money just out of school, and many of the businesses down in the industrial park are willing to train these students. There's the Door-Kiwanee Business Education Partnership, which has been building homes within our area. That's been a tremendously successful program, and they've taken advantage of those Fast Forward grant, the money from the Fast Forward program, the grant money. And a number of those kids have learned trades within the building business. But yeah, many of the builders and the other industries around here cannot find skilled workers, and it's something that we really need to look at. Now, you know, if I get down there, I want to look at how much is being spent. Is it being spent you know, in the most efficient manner? But I think that's a very, very big part of growing jobs. It's not just having new jobs, it's having people that can fill them. So I think, you know, it's a very significant problem, and we need to address it.
Joe Majeski, you have 90 seconds.
Just in addition, I think it's difficult to build those programs when you cut anywhere from 1.6 to 1.8 billion out of our technical schools and out of our public schools. It's a challenge to retool and to start to build those programs, but we still have to do it. I think that partnership between the schools and between the businesses have to be strengthened. I think the businesses have to see it as their responsibility to reach into the schools, to become part of the education process, and get kids interested in their trades, not as a junior and senior in high school, but more as a 7th and 8th grader, so they can see this is a very viable future for them with a highly skilled, you need further training, but potentially a highly paid job.
Joel Kitchens, additional comments?
Yeah, the only thing I would add is that it is sort of a mindset that we need to change, and I think it goes back to the GI Bill, where every parent wanted their kid to go to a 4-year college, and it's just not for everyone. And we have so many kids that graduate from a 4-year college and don't have work. So it starts with counseling, and as Joe said, it needs to be in the middle school, because by the time they get to high school, if they're not excited about these other opportunities, it's probably going to be too late for them. So the counseling, and it's not just the kids, it's with the parents as well, that we need to bring honor back to those trades. So, you know, I think that's the direction that we need to be going within our schools, and we're certainly trying in Sturgeon Bay, but it's really hard to turn those attitudes around.